Hello and welcome to episode 18 of Sui. That is me playing Life is Strange. Yeah, last episode I was honestly just getting my bearings because it's been so long since I last played. I went through my past recordings and found that this is where I left off on the journal. So we're gonna start with this and then we're gonna continue the story. So let's go. Even though my body smelled like I'd been doused in chlorine, it was so nice to crash in Chloe's room for the first time in 5 years and wake up next to her like our old sleepovers. For some reason, it reminded me of the time we were going to TP one of our neighbors' houses, and we even snuck out, but got chicken and ran home laughing all the way. I remember waking up the next day and Joyce was making one of her delish breakfasts downstairs, and Chloe smiled at me like we were in the most secret club in the world, or at least Arcadia Bay. We were pirates. After our academic espionage last night, I felt the same way. It's just now that the stakes are much higher and more dangerous. I even ended up in some of Rachel Amber's clothes since mine were trashed. A band tee and ripped jeans, so not me. But I haven't found my style yet, so why not have some fun experimenting with a new outfit? Speaking of experiments, Chloe dared me to kiss her, so I did. She probably thought that I'd wuss out. Why? It wasn't that big of a deal. It was cute the way she was kind of embarrassed after and said she would tell Warren. Besides, I think Chloe sees Rachel Amber in her future. When I went down to breakfast, Joyce actually called me Rachel, which seems so wrong considering how beautiful she is and how boring I am. I guess my new outfit is really is working its magic. I ended up helping Joyce make breakfast just like when I was a kid on a sleepover. It's odd how quickly you can fall back into an old routine. I must have set off Joyce's nostalgia mode since she busted out ye old photo album. I'm one of the few people who loves checking out old pictures. What was that Alfred Hitchcock line about filming pieces at a time? Like Mr. Jefferson said, so are photographs. I do think she wanted me to see her new husband in a better light. When David was happy or laughing at Joyce in a picture, I wanted to say, and who is that? Plus, I'm sure it's no accident that there was a photo of Rachel wearing the exact same clothes I had on. She truly is stunning, and somehow looked more punk rock than Chloe. The truly heartbreaking image was the last photo William Price ever took. Chloe and I making pancakes in the kitchen. Joyce really misses that joyful, optimistic girl. I know she's still there. When Chloe smiled at me this morning, I saw her. The picture seemed to sum up everything we had as children and lost as adults, whatever being an adult means. They're not adults, though. They're like 15, 16. Oh, wait, no, aren't they 18? I think they were 18. That's still young. Anyway. Which was perfect cue for for Chloe to bounce into the room and to start stuff with Joyce. This gave me cruel cover so I could sneak into the garage and finally unlock David Madsen's extreme files. So today I finally found out what was in David's secret files, and I admit I expected it to be worse. I'm relieved that it wasn't, so maybe I'm going easier on him than I should. No surprise that he had details filed on Kate and Rachel listing their whereabouts along with surveillance pics. David isn't off my shit list yet, but he's a good investigator. I'll give him that. It's clear that Frank and Rachel had some kind of relationship, and I don't think Chloe's going to be very happy to hear that. She needs to start waking up. We all do. When David came home, things escalated quickly. He looked more upset than usual, but shrugged when he saw me wearing Rachel's clothes. He was so on edge. Maybe I'll never get to see the David that Joyce loves so much. She and Chloe really let him have it, though. This was the first time I saw them bond since we were kids. Suddenly, I couldn't take it anymore either, and I kind of blew up. It was like a torrent that felt awesome. I've been waiting to rip into David like that myself for a long time. I figured worst case scenario, hello rewind power, but I wanted Joyce to know the depth of his weird paranoia. She looked so sad and angry when I told her about the photos of Rachel and Kate, not to mention the home surveillance. Joyce kicked his ass out of the house, to Chloe's glee. Despite David's evidence in the bracelet, Chloe refused to believe Rachel was involved with Frank. This is a part of Chloe I don't like much. She gets so petulant if she doesn't get her way, or she hears something she doesn't like. Serious denial. I get why, but that doesn't make dealing with it any easier. So I threw my hands up and suggested we check out Frank's RV. I knew that would piss Chloe off, and she would do anything to find out what kind of relationship he had with Rachel. But first we had to get the keys to the RV, which meant going into the Two Wheels diner and bouncing like a rewind pinball between Frank, Nathan Prescott, and Officer Barry, and messing with all of them. I'm still dizzy thinking about how I pulled it off. Yay for Max. Sometimes I feel like I'm just cheating at life. The first thing we had to do was get Frank's scary dog out of the RV. So we did the classic cartoon, give a dog a bone routine, and Cujo became Scooby-Doo just like that. Frank's RV was pretty much what I expected. Drug dealer, trash chic. But it wasn't as serial killer as I feared. We ransacked the place and found what Chloe didn't want us to find. I'm sorry Chloe had to see pictures of Rachel posing for Frank, even if she did care about him. To her, it's just another betrayal, another loved one dumping on her. Everyone she ever loved, she lost one way or another. Only I came back from the past. For what? To make Chloe's life more painful? I wish I could just use my rewind power to go all the way back to the days where we were covered in pancake flour. Life was simple. Oh. I found Chloe's gun, or should I say David's gun, and reluctantly gave it back to her. I honestly don't feel that she's any safer with it, especially considering how stupid she acts with it. But I definitely don't want Frank coming after Chloe with her own weapon. We got October 10th. Let's never do the time warp again. I can't even begin to explain what happened. If I think too hard about the ramifications, my brain might melt. When I try to describe it, it's as if I'm describing something that happened to someone else. Chloe was so upset when we discovered that Rachel had actually been involved with Frank Bowers, and she just blew up. I can never talk to her when she's like this, and I get so tired of having to walk on eggshells around her emotions. She still blames. Also, I'm sorry if my mic picked that up. Suboy's phone just went off. Anyway, she still blames William for her messed up life, no matter how much she knows she's being unfair. I can't say I wouldn't be just as messed up. Not that I'm not in my own way. In my room, all I could think was I wish I could go back in time and help Chloe, and suddenly I was looking at the photograph William had taken of us on the day he died, and it started pulsing like it was 3D, like I could see inside the photograph. Then I found myself actually back in the photo, to when I was 13 years old. I was back in Chloe's kitchen in the year 2008, with Chloe and William. Sorry, I was interested by this sticky note. Anyway, right before he left to pick Joyce up for the last time. Since my rewind powers morphed into this new level of rewind, I decided that there was no way I was going to let William die again. So I played hide the keys until he had no other option but to take the bus. I was so happy I actually saved William. I never thought about what could go wrong. I knew I was screwed when I came out of my epic rewind and saw Victoria Chase. But now she was my friend, and I was a member of the Vortex Club. Enough said. I knew I had screwed up, and then I felt sick thinking about what might have changed with Chloe. I had a clue when I saw David Madsen driving the school bus. I didn't want to know how he ended up as a bus driver instead of with Joyce. I felt my heart drop when I rushed to Chloe's house, so when William opened the door, I prepared myself for the worst. That's when Chloe rolled forward in her wheelchair, paralyzed from the neck down. I didn't even know what to say, so I covered my mouth in my typical gesture, shock and stupid. But Chloe's smile was so genuine and beautiful I almost cried. I did just to everything without actually freaking out or telling Chloe that I actually altered time and space to save her father, but get her in a car accident so she can never walk again. The thing is, she was still Chloe, just minus all the rage, and Chloe was just grateful to be alive and have her family watching over her. Chloe begged me to spend the night, and of course I did. I noticed how run down parts of their home were compared to before. I saw the incredible, expensive equipment that Chloe now requires, including her new garage room. Sorry, David. Even though I felt awful and disconnected, Chloe was just so bubbly and excited to hang out with me again, especially since I flaked out on her pretty hardcore after her accident. Even in an alternate universe, I suck as a friend. Chloe's world was so new and unique to me, especially her strength and kindness, and pain. She needed a whole pharmacy to get through the day. I didn't feel sorry for her. I felt in awe with her attitude. This Chloe didn't blame anyone for her condition, even though she had the right. We strolled down the beach and saw the beach whales that proved something bad was happening in both realities. And then Chloe asked me to put her to sleep. The accident left her body pretty much broken. Her lungs stopped working properly, and she was basically dying a slow, painful death. She also felt so guilty about her parents' sacrifice and dwindling income. She wasn't erratic or tortured about this request, just practical, which made me feel even more terrible for putting her in this situation. I agreed to help her simply because she explained that she wanted to have a choice for that time in her life. How could I argue with that, especially since I knew I screwed up the entire universe by making a simple decision? And I knew I would have to go back eventually and accept the timeline that actually happened. So Chloe and I had one last movie night watching Blade Runner, falling asleep to the sounds of Vangelis, and when I woke up, I put my best friend to sleep forever. After my visit to Chloe's new world, I knew it was time to go to Max to the future. I'd seen the result of my temporal tampering, and I got scared thinking my new power wouldn't even work anymore. That would have been cruel karma. Fortunately, I was able to project myself into the photograph once again, and I undid everything I had done. Goodbye, William, again. Hello, David, again. I've never been so glad to see Chloe in my life. The second I saw her blue hair and that beautiful pissed-off face, I wanted to kiss her again. And I couldn't even tell her where I'd been, or why. It would have been one more thing to alienate Chloe from the world. From me in the world. I had to get refocused on our search for Rachel. Chloe had been busy with her detective work while I was in my alternate timeline. Okay. This is back to the house we're used to seeing.
Somehow I existed in this whole other reality. But I don't know what happened. The more I use my power, the more I see how little control I have over what happens. Now Max Caulfield exists in 2 or maybe 3 different realities. How can I have a destiny? If these alternate lives exist, I hate the thought of William and Joyce finding Chloe like that. Thinking about all these lifelines almost makes my head hurt worse than the rewind.
I like the music here. What's the newspaper say?
To think this all started with my vision of a tornado.
It's just more stuff about the environment.
Joyce must be so upset. Are you helping anybody, Max?
I don't know if we are. At this point.
It looks like David finished his car repairs. Maybe there's some new clues around. I promise I'll help Miss Grant next time. If there is one.
As per our discussion about the new campus surveillance system, Miss Grant has informed me that her petition was only one avenue of protest. While we initiate this new era of Blackwell security, we must find a middle ground between safety and privacy for our students.
Oh, meow, Miss Grant. Twist that knife.
What? Oh, Madsen got suspended.
At least he has one weird fan.
From Anonymous to him. Dear Mr. Madsen, I just want to let you know that I think it's BS what happened to you in this school. It's too many, people who don't appreciate you or the military. I felt safe in my dorm when you were in charge, and I thought about you protecting me. I hope you'll come back to Blackwell and make sure we are all safe at night. I'm scared of this school.
Wish I had surveillance footage of that conversation.
From him to Raymond Wells. I apologize for my outburst yesterday in your office. I was upset about losing my position at Blackwell without a complete investigation of the facts and based solely on the claims of untrustworthy students. There's a cancer at Blackwell Academy, and without me, it will continue to spread.
Surveillance cameras at Pan Estates? David must be working for the Prescotts, too.
Well, I mean, it would make sense. That'd be, like, logical networking.
There's more to David Madsen than meets the eye. He should finish this letter to Joyce.
I can barely read this, so I'm going to do that. Joyce, you know I'm not good at explaining myself or why I act the way I do sometimes. I only know that nobody has ever understood me the way you do. I would never do anything to hurt you or Chloe. Taking care of my family is my number one mission. Yes, I overstepped my bounds with the surveillance and suspicion, but I'm truly sorry and ashamed. There are dark things happening in Arcadia Bay I've never told you. You're my wife and partner, and I know we should have no secrets. I intended to tell you everything, but I wanted more proof. Instead, a student committed suicide on my watch, and you kicked me out of my favorite home, and my stepdaughter hates me. Please let me. Aww. That's actually really sad.
Oh, that makes me sad. It was so incredible to see William again. I wish Chloe could too.
Aww. Yeah, Chloe didn't get to, huh?
What the hell did David do for Nathan? And what did his dad do for David?
Mr. Madsen, thank you for your help with Nathan. It is appreciated.
I wonder if David is going to the party.
Why would he?
Whoa, that is a serious padlock on that locker. Hey David, what you hiding?
You don't know.
Oh, look at the baby blue jay eggs in the nest. I better move his plank if I want to take the shot. Excuse me, just one picture, please.
Cute. We'll take the photo.
Click. Another photo from my Arcadia Bay wildlife series. Oh, thank you. Sleep tight, my eggy legs.
There we go. We put it back so no one will ever know anything happened. Keep a lot of food in our garage.
Either Chloe stole another gun, or David is out there armed.
I don't blame him too much.
Oh, jeez. David is packing up wedding stuff too.
Crowbar?
Okay. I can use that crowbar to pry open the locker.
Okay. I thought I was gonna have to, like, find a, code, but
Sorry,
that works
David,
too.
but I bet you would do the same thing as me.
That was very easy. Don't think that would be that easy in real life, but okay.
Oh, maps, notes, coordinates, photos of Kate, Nathan. Oh, yes.
Weird. Why does it say, like... Is that a reference? Because that's basically Twin Peaks there. Interesting.
Score. Back to Chloe now.
What are we gonna even do with this information? It doesn't seem like stuff that, like, enough to give us, like,
It's
to
amazing
do with it.
how much drama this living room has seen.
Yo, Chloe! Are you ready yet? I have to get back to my dorm.
Are we happy?
Very happy. I hit the secret file jackpot. Kate, Nathan, and Rachel. Plus some location coordinates. David is like a one-man surveillance army. Now let's get the hell out of here before we get busted.
Now let's go find out what Nathan is hiding in his room.
We have to be extra careful.
Max, now it's time for Nathan Prescott to be afraid of us.
Is that the best idea, though?
Hey, Max. How you doing?
Oh, hi, Mr. Jefferson. I'm okay. And this is my friend Chloe.
Yeah,
Chloe. Why isn't somebody as cool as you going to Blackwell?
I was way too cool for this school. It's a long story. In actual files here.
I can imagine. Max, are you sure that you're all right?
It's weird just being on campus like everything's normal.
I know, lame as it sounds, life has to go on.
I think there's too much going on in my life.
On that note, Blackwell duty calls. Remember, I'm going to announce the winner of the Everyday Heroes contest tonight at the party, so I hope you'll be there to celebrate, even though I'm sorry you didn't enter a photo. I understand your reasons. You can't force an artist to work.
I feel like a total loser, but it's been a hard week to focus. No pun intended.
I'm proud of you for caring so much about a troubled friend, and I take hope in the fact that you have plenty of time to find your way. Just get in the habit of putting your work out there.
Thanks, Mr. Jefferson. I'll definitely be there tonight.
Me too. I'll be Max's date. You better dance with us at least once.
Nobody should have to see me dance. Plus, you don't want to watch the old hipster trying to keep up with the kids. I have some pride. Be seeing you.
Yes, you
That's
will.
a cute scene.
Hot for teacher.
Rose! You are out of control.
Not yet. Just wait until the Rager tonight.
Shut up.
Don't be jealous because Mark Jefferson thinks I'm cool.
I am so ignoring you.
Fine. Since I'm here, I'll see if I can get some dirt from Justin. Haven't talked to him in a while.
Now that is a great plan.
What's our plan?
Let's see if I can find out where Nathan is.
Hello, nope. Can't talk to you either.
Justin, it's been so long since I've seen you.
Enjoy the big game, Zachary. I hope it's not the last.
That's so ironic that
And
Warren
Brooke's
asked
here.
Max to the drive.
Brooke doesn't look happy that I'm going ape with Warren.
What's she doing?
Hey,
flying a
Brooke.
drone?
How are you?
Considering what happened to Kate, I could be better. Are you okay?
I need to find Nathan. Have you seen him around?
Ask Warren. I mean, you're going to the movies with him and everything.
Come on, Brooke. Don't be that way. Nathan was suspended, but he should still be on campus.
Warren's not good enough for you? Okay. I saw Nathan pissed and walking off campus earlier. Good luck getting that date, Max.
Jeez.
I can't get my limited brain around that eclipse and the beached whales. I was hoping the science department had some ideas.
Warren and I are supposed to compare notes and theories this weekend.
That makes sense. 2 big brains are better than 1. Or mine.
We'd get the Nobel Prize if we could explain this phenomenon, but even Miss Grant has no clue.
I might feel better taking your drone for a quick flight.
Miss Grant finally gave up and let me fly her again. But you're going to the drive-in with Warren, so you don't have time to fly my drone.
Really? I can't fly your drone because I'm going to see ape movies with Warren?
You are perceptive, Max. Now, excuse me. My drone needs me.
Good. Nathan is not around. I should go back to Chloe.
He's a cute squirrel.
Did you think you could hide from Max Caulfield, squirrel paparazzi?
Oh, I can't
I
take a
had to
picture
clear
of
away
it.
another batch of dead birds today. How are you doing, Max? Been a tough week. I know.
Yes, it has, Samuel. How are you?
Sad and confused like everybody else in Arcadia Bay. You look like you have a lot of questions, too.
I definitely have questions about what's happening to the animals in Arcadia Bay.
Oh, many do. These poor creatures have no choice in what happens to them.
Well, I'm glad to see your squirrels are still healthy and happy on the campus.
Me too. If something happened to them... Oh,
Not as long as you're here to take care of them, Samuel.
the only thing that
Cute.
calms them is food. Lots of food. Which reminds me that I have to feed them now.
That's wholesome.
Sad.
Makes me mad. Climate change isn't real my ass.
I think everything is changing here.
As a scientist, I'm fascinated.
Get that food in your belly.
I'm very worried.
Arcadia Bay is scared too.
Can I take a photo
Look at the
then?
weather and the animals.
Not to mention poor Kate Marsh.
We all need to look out for each other these days.
How would you like a partner for a quick photo op?
Yes, we can take a photo of them.
Sorry to bother you again, Samuel.
There's no bother here, Max.
No, let's not
I'm
talk.
sorry. I better get going now.
Good to see you out and about.
Hi, Miss Grant.
Max, you always show up when I'm talking about you. And I swear, it's not about that petition you didn't sign.
Okay.
I was hoping you could explain some of these crazy things happening in Arcadia Bay.
If I could, I'd be collecting my Nobel Prize in Science today. I haven't been able to wrap my mind around that eclipse, much less the snow in Wales.
I think this is beyond science.
Nothing is beyond science except for our lack of knowledge. We may never know why, but that doesn't change reality.
I am worried about reality. I feel like it's changing right in front of us.
You and Samuel both. We were talking about that before you came over. Our planet is changing, but it's not mystic. It's erosion.
You think that's why all these animals are dying here?
Well, our shoreline has
What's
been
happening in the
receding,
background there?
not to mention the daily contamination of the ocean. That's all you need to kill off sea and wildlife here. Unless you know something I don't.
I wonder if the Tobanga knows more than anybody here.
Oh, Max, nobody even knows who brought the Tobanga here. It was likely stolen from the South Pacific by local fishermen. But I know what you're saying. There's a lot of energy here.
Let's
I'm
not
sorry,
talk about
Miss
the other
Grant.
things.
I have to get going. I'll see you later.
It's always good talking to
Seems
you,
wiser
Max.
not to.
Good thing I didn't let Chloe take that money from Principal Wells.
Hey.
That's what I get for helping Alyssa. A broken window. Coast is clear. It would be so cool if you and me were going to school here together.
But now you can have Mr. Jefferson all to yourself.
Ah, you suck. Now let's get into Blackwell Ninja mode.
Interesting. There's multiple floors on this building, but we've like never got to see hardly any of them.
It's so lame they don't have co-ed dorms here.
Yes, because I want Nathan Prescott in the room next door.
Good point.
Wait here. Give me the signal if Nathan or anybody shows up.
I won't let you down, Batmax.
Now I just have
Okay.
to find Nathan's room.
Oh, we're at the boys' dorm. How interesting.
Evan. Of course. That's why no shits were given. Evan rolls. Apparently Logan missed this poster.
Oh no.
Oh, why hello, Trevor. And Dana.
I feel so bad for her and her family.
That's why you're so hot. Because you care.
I'm here with you.
Okay.
Are toilet paper wars mandatory in the dorms?
There's a lot of graffiti there.
Even after Kate, nobody here learned anything about bullying.
Nope.
Jerks. At least nobody messed with the Kate portrait. Zach or Logan? Who knows? Bro's got a bro. This can only be Nathan's room.
Yeah. Well, look at the other ones first, though.
Hello, Warren's room. Hawking and him make a good team.
Can we go in? No.
Poor Warren. This is the work of Nathan. He's so lucky I'm a pacifist. Looks
Aw.
like one of the jocks did care about Kate. Oh, you Bigfoots.
Alright, let's go into Nathan's room. What does it look like? Yeah, just destroy it. No one will hear anything or question it, you know? Okay.
Now I need to find Nathan's phone. Or anything with clues.
What? What's this? Max, now that David's not here, I need Chloe to step up and stop acting out so much. But that won't happen if you and her are getting mixed up with in illegal stuff like breaking into Blackwell at night. I know what happened, so don't bother to defend or explain. I hoped you would get her back on the right track, but it looks like she's getting stuck again. You could be a good influence on her, unless you both want to play bad, but she can't keep blaming David now. I'm sorry, Joyce. Even I got into shenanigans, but I'm trying to be a good influence on Chloe. I know, Max. I forget that you're still teenagers.
That's so cute and ironic. I can't believe Nathan still has it around. That monochrome camera is brand new and cost about $6 grand. Bastard. I thought Victoria had the photo bling, but once again, the Prescotts rule.
What is this video?
I really hope they were all consenting models.
Yeah.
That is so Chloe.
Hey, asshole, we need to talk, or I'm gonna tell everyone what you did and you're gonna pay.
Oh my god. Chloe.
What?
Chloe.
What is this?
Whale songs? Maybe this is the only soothing thing Nathan ever hears.
So weird.
That must be the lamp Chloe broke when Nathan drugged her. I don't think one book can guide the Prescotts. Damn, Nathan. That's a nice shot. If only all your energy went into photography. It's so damn creepy, but the guy has his own style.
I agree with that.
I don't think this prescription has helped Nathan.
Let's see, what else is there?
That looks like a totally fun show. Even Nathan has a light side. Yes, I would be cool with having this high-tech projector.
Okay, so we're gonna stop right here. We will finish, actually I don't even need to pause this. We will finish looking at all this stuff in the next episode. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Tell me what you think about it. Leave a like on this video, subscribe to me here on YouTube, and go follow me over on Twitch. I stream there 4 days a week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.